Hello, everyone. I am teacher Ye Meidan from Guangxi Financial Vocational College. Today we are going to drive a data race car to sprint on the speed track of time series. The three core indicators of this lesson: development speed, growth speed, and average speed are like the speedometer, acceleration, and average fuel consumption of a race car. Determining whether you can be the first to cross the finish line of data analysis. Have you ever played a racing game? Do you know why drivers keep their eyes on the speedometer? Because speed determines strategy. When to overtake and when to save fuel, just as business decisions depend on the rate of change in data. Today, we are going to become data racers. Let's start with development speed. It is the speed multiplier button of time series. For example, a shoe store sells 100 pairs in January and 120 pairs in February. Then the development speed for February is 120%, and the fixed base development speed relative to January is also 120%. Be careful, development speed can be a magnifying glass for multiples. For instance, if merch sales drop to 80 pairs, the month-on-month development speed becomes 66.7%. At this point, the boss might ask, why did it drop from 120% to 66.7%? This is the early warning signal of statistics. Next is growth speed. It is like the accelerometer of data. For example, a certain mobile phone model saw sales grow by 20% last year and 10% this year. Although sales are still increasing, the acceleration is slowing down, which may indicate market saturation. A company's profit increased from 1 million to 1.5 million in 2021 and to 1.8 million in 2022. The growth rate has clearly slowed down. If you use growth speed to analyze your growth time series, such as monthly reading volume or skill points, would you suddenly discover that your learning acceleration is declining? But don't you worry, statistics is the key to helping us find the engine of growth. Finally, average speed. It is like the navigation system of data. For example, a city's average GDP growth rate over the past 5 years is 8%. But one year it might be as high as 12% and another year only 5%. In this case, average speed helps you judge the overall trend. For example, using the geometric mean formula, a company's 3-year profit growth rates are 20%, 10%, and 30%, and the geometric mean growth rate is 18.7%. Now please pause the video, take out paper and pen, and calculate. A mobile phone store has sales growth rates of 50%, 30%, and minus 20% over the past 3 years. What is its 3-year average growth rate? Attention, you cannot use the arithmetic mean, because growth rates have a compounding effect. Finally, let's review the content of this lesson together. The speed indicators of time series are like a set of dynamic codes that unlock the growth mysteries behind data. Development speed is a base comparison mirror, reflecting the expansion dimension of a phenomenon. Growth speed is an increment microscope, focusing on the depth of absolute changes. Average speed is a trend compass, guiding the direction of long-term development. Each speed indicator contains the unique innovation code of a statistician. Development speed requires us to cultivate benchmark thinking. Growth speed tests our keen insight into absolute values. Average speed trains our coordinating wisdom in handling complex data. I hope that with this rigor, you will use precise speed indicators to diagnose the economy in the future. Protect innovation with data integrity and become data entrepreneurs who combine professional competence with social responsibility. After class, please do a practical exercise. Suppose a brand's 618 sales in the past 3 years are 8 million in 2022, 10 million in 2023, and 12 million in 2024. Please calculate. 1. The fixed base development speed for each year. 2. The growth rate from 2023 to 2024. 3. The 3-year average development speed geometric mean. That's all for this lesson. Thank you, everyone.